Hello guys, thank you everybody for being here. We're kind of late, As creatives, we should always work on time. It's super important for us, especially. So today we're going to talk about pricing. It is something that personally I struggle a lot. Because when there is a client, tell him how much we should charge. It's kind of difficult, right? Why it's difficult? What are the problems that you guys are facing currently? So if anyone can tell me like what are the difficulties that we have usually when it comes to pricing? Do you have any problem telling how much you want to charge? What sort of problem you have? Sorry? How many standards? You don't know how much the market charges. That's something that all right. So usually we have three pricing strategies. This is the main three pricing strategies that we can price creatively. The first one is cost-based pricing. We define our cost. I think everybody here knows hourly-based pricing, right? You all have like an hourly rate, right? This is my hourly rate. I'm going to charge this much for this work, right? So then we're going to add profit on top of it. Let's say there's 10 hours to do this job, and we're going to add our profit margin. It depends on the client. If the client is bigger, we're going to add a little bit more profit. If the client is small or like a small company, we're going to add little percentage, right? That's the cost-based pricing. Alright? And there is a competition-based pricing. We're going to figure out what my friend is charging. How much you will be charging for the you're going to understand the competition because it's super important. Because that's how we can price. If we think that we are good enough, we just can price a little bit higher than the competition price because we know that we can get the job done, right? So, but if we are not like super talented or same as you, for instance, I can charge slightly less, for the same job. Okay, let's say a website design. Okay, so you charge $2,000. Okay, I know I'm not good enough. Maybe I will charge 1,800. Right? This is competition-based price. These two prices, there's no such a value in it because what? You're going to trade your time with money in the first stage. That's such a shame for a creative. Because you are creating something unique. You're not making mango juice. You're making something creative. If you do a job, someone else do a job, that's completely different. There's a unique value to it. So we cannot trade our time with work anymore. That's the first thing that we need to observe. So that's where value-based pricing is done. This is the super important pricing strategy that I'm going to be talking all throughout this presentation. Because if you know how to price through the value-based pricing, it will be very easy for you to price. Because you're going to figure out how valuable this project is for you. Let's see that you are my client. Okay, I'm going to ask certain questions and understand how valuable your problem, to solve, for me. So that's what value-based pricing, So cost-based pricing, I was talking about it, is price based on cost and profit. Okay, I talk about that. So it's the same price for every job. That's unfair, right? You're going to do a job like medical stuff, all these medical terms, and you're going to bombard it with all this stuff, right? Because you don't know, right? You're going to do a very simple job for like e-sport or anything else, right? That's super simple, right? Because you know the context, you know everything. You can assume things because you know it, right? So with cost-based pricing, we have a disadvantage because you're going to price the same for everything. So that's the disadvantages. So this one will be, however, this one will be suitable for static work. What are the static works? Like the work that need your time, that just time only. You know what I mean? Like updating some boring codes or something. That you don't need like a lot of thinking and all that other stuff. Like let's say like a stubborn client. who gives you always the changes, you know, pin him on a cost-based pricing, like hourly-based pricing, you know. So then he knows that if you need a change, I have to pay this guy $100 out. You know, that's easy for you. So it's a static word. There's no requirement for you to do like any creativity or any, you know, anything else. Just static. Okay. The other one is competition-based pricing. Price based upon competition. I talked about that also. So it's suitable for startups or beginning. Like if you are starting, you don't know what to charge. You know, everybody here wants to start a job, to start a company, but you don't know what to charge. But you can always look at your competitions and define what's the work in this market. You know, this is how you can do the competition-based pricing. Okay, so we are going to talk about the important thing, which is value-based pricing. That's how I value all my creatives, all my works, all my strategies and everything. That's how I value. Value-based pricing is simple. Like I explained to you earlier, it's just like how much work is there. Like for instance, solving a small store, like solar panel stores in my village, versus a large enterprises, there's a big value difference, right? For him, it's just nothing. What UX? I don't need. Just put together me a nice website, right? This is what they say, right? Because they don't need that much of complications, or there's no much value. We call it market size for them, right? Because it has a very small market size. You know, its consumers are small. You may be generating 200,000 a month or something. You know what I mean? Like it's very, very narrow. So you cannot afford to spend more money. It's fair to them, right? We cannot say they're cheap. It's not cheap. This market is cheap. You know, it's unfair to him too. You know, so that's why we need to understand. When we do value-based pricing, we need to understand price. You know, that's how you can value your price based upon his needs. You know, so then you can price. Maybe let's say you charge $1,000 for something, and you can charge 100,000 sometimes because of the value you're creating. How we can define the value? This is important, right? Because we talk about value-based pricing here, but we don't know how to define the value. We don't know because they are always coming and say, okay, I got this cool project, I want to do this. That's it. But you need to figure out where's the value? How can I create value? How can I identify the value? You know, there's a few criteria that you can do. We can identify value by identifying the problem. I was explaining to him like a couple of minutes ago, like all these clients are coming to us with a pain point. There's a pain point always involving their client, because whenever they need a website, whenever they need a logo or anything, they have a pain point. But sometimes they confuse because they are not consultants or designers for that matter. You know, designers are the people who create solutions, not art. So as designers, it's our responsibility to understand their pain point. Why they need a website. You know, that's how you're gonna do it. And the second thing is project-specific criteria. What are project-specific criteria? Do you know any project-specific criteria for someone? Like timeline? Do you know anything else? Like, they need it urgent. So there is a high value. Because he needs it urgent. So there's a pricing opportunity for us to price a little bit higher than what we price. You know, maybe he's in a serious mix-up with his marketing campaign. Like he's very late and he's screwed his total marketing campaign, and they need a new campaign. Okay, so there is a huge value because he came to us because he needs to get this thing done. All right. So the third thing is the super important one. That one is understanding the client and the client type. Okay, so let's go identifying the problem. Okay, oftentimes the problem is that we listen to reply. Okay, we listen always to reply. You know, when someone's when someone's like having an argument with you, you're going to argue back, right? That's reply. You know, that's human nature. We try to defend ourselves all the time. You know, that's why when someone's, you always want to defend yourself. That's why you want to reply. But when you are a designer or creative entrepreneur, you just cannot do that. Simply, you just cannot do that because you need to understand his perspective of the problem. That's what we call empathy, right? You guys all know, right? Empathy. You guys need to be on their shoes and understand why this is happening. You know, that's why you need to actively listen to everything he says. Everything he says. He might say, put this red color, create this website, like this, He will tell a lot of things. You got to listen to everything. And then understand his perspective of the problem. That's how, so sometimes there's no like a good clarity of the things. Like, he might say like number of different things and his wife is sick and all the things also, So you need to ask questions, This is the most important place where you can demonstrate your skills, The type of your, if you ask like a good questions, right, then it will demonstrate your skill. For instance, you asking me to design a logo, okay? I'm gonna ask you, what is your brand strategy? Do you have something called brand strategy? Why do you want to design a new logo? This is high value questions. But if you ask like, what font you should use, what the color you like, that's low value questions. That's gonna explain to them psychologically, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Why he asking which type of font I should put for the logo? I mean, it's your job, right? Right? Something like that. So you need to ask certain questions like has more high value. So that's only you can demonstrate your skills without telling them. You're not telling them I have 12 years experience, I have this and that, I have done this and that. That's selling. Once you start selling, you hate it. How many times you walk into a clothing store and people come to you and try to sell stuff? So annoying, right? Right? So annoying, right? Like, you don't want you give me a space. I can take care of myself. I can do what I want to. This is what's happening. But if you go to a premium clothing store, what they always ask you, how can I help you? Have you feel this difference? It's super comfortable, right? That's how you're going to demonstrate your value. So then he knows that okay, I'm comfortable. I'm okay with this person. This is what you want to do. And also, once you ask these questions and listen to these things, you need to have a mutual understanding about the project. This is super important because sometimes we work on our assumptions. We think this is what this client wants. We are the genius, but we don't know. You're doing a super complex business, for instance, okay? And you asking me to do a website, okay? I don't know your clients. You know better than me, right? I cannot assume things and work, right? That's why always you need to be in line with the client. In line with the client's requirement and have a mutual understanding. Okay, we are doing a website for this purpose to generate this because for the website you cannot do matching. Some they have a landing pages, some they have selling pages, directly to the product, and you guys work on this project, so you know that. So you need to have mutual understanding about the project. So then you have a better understanding, how big this project is. What the purpose. Generating sales is a critical thing because they don't have sales. So then there's a high value opportunity. You have an opportunity to increase your price. So that's mutual understanding is super important. So the project specific criteria. This is also matters. Okay? Because timeline of the project is super important. Because you might be busy with everything. Because you're working, you're doing freelance, you have other clients, If someone asks you to put together something in one day or two, you cannot do that. You can do that, but you got to pay a premium. You got to pay a premium. Otherwise, I won't do your job, right? Like, see guys, I see guys, all of you are like silent. That scares me. Like, either you get all of this or you get nothing. So, if you have any questions, please feel free, because we are creatives. We need to speak up. We need to be ourselves, right? That's the starting point.
Yeah, make it as a workshop.
Yeah, exactly. Ask questions, ask lots of questions. Challenge me. You know, if you don't agree with me on certain things, challenge me. That's how we can learn together. Maybe I will learn something today as well, right? So we all learning anyway. Yeah. So if you have questions, please jump in. I don't want to make it any boring, because you know. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask any time, any given time. It's okay. So those are the things. So understand the client and lead type. These two things is super important for us to price properly. Understand the client type is the most difficult one on those two. So let's go there. Okay. I think it's the important bit. So you work with many clients, right? You may have found like so many clients, so many different clients. Some of them are very cool, like, you know, super easy. They give you money like even before you finish the project, you know. Like, there are some clients like that, right? Some clients so difficult, like asking changes, like tons of changes after changes after changes, and then you're gonna feel like you wanna die. So there are 4 different client types, right? Because there are more different types, but these are the 4 main types that we need to understand when we price. Okay? So first client is cheap. Very cheap. You know? Super cheap. Always they ask questions like, hey, how much it's gonna cost? No, I'm just shopping around. It's all. They don't care. You know? Like, first interaction with you is about price. They ask how much it's going to cost, how much it's going to cost, you know, how hard it is for you to do this. You know, like, they're going to dismantle you, like, you are not expert, like, you know, like a commodity product, like you go to a shop and buy meat. Okay, give me your website. You have it in your store, give me your website, please. This is how they price you. Because they are cheap, you know, you need to understand that. So the second one is difficult client. We all meet all these clients, right? Difficult client, oh my God, yes. Always they ask you changes, they're making your life miserable, you know. They are just difficult. They're just difficult. By the words, you can understand they're difficult. You know, they are very unorganized, okay? They tell a lot of lies, you know. I will tell you like a personal story, okay? I got a big project and I was so happy, and the conversation goes so smoothly for about 30 minutes. I was super happy, because that's one of like a big project that I'm going to be working. I'm so super excited. And on the last note, in the last note, he said that, yes, I also work in Qatar, but I also drove a car without a license for 10 years. This is what he drove me. And I was like, what? This guy is cheating the government. So what about me? This is how you can find out. That's why active listening is super important, you know. So immediately I said, okay, I will send you a proposal, and I never send a proposal. Because I don't want to deal with it. That's just difficult, you know. And there's another client called sophisticated client, you know. They're going to come to you and tell something like, okay, I don't like the cognitive load of this screen. Can you reduce it a little bit and give it a little bit of, you know? They know what they're talking about. They're super sophisticated. They know each and everything. Maybe they are designers. Maybe they are UX engineers or something. You know? They're just sophisticated. Their need is super sophisticated. And then you need to identify them. If you're early in the career, take on those clients. Because you're going to learn a lot of it from them. You know? Because they are in the industry. These sophisticated clients are super important for you, especially if you are a startup. You know? They have a lot of connections. Because they are in this business because for some reason, right? They have a good understanding about the, you know, how the work is done. So it's going to give you a lot of experience, a lot of exposure. They have sophisticated kind is super important. Okay? You got to identify them by their knowledge. You know? You can easily identify them. You know? Because you cannot fake this thing, guys. You just cannot fake this thing. Right? If I'm faking here, you're going to identify. You're gonna identify. right? This business you cannot fake it. Just like we selling cars. This is the best car, you know, we cannot do that. So there's our dream clients, perfect clients. How they sound like? Have you met any perfect clients? Can you share a story like, no? No? You never got a perfect client? No? You didn't get that? Huh? Ah, okay, sorry. Have you got any perfect client? I want to know these happy stories. I don't want to hear sad stories. Have you got any perfect client saying that, okay, here's 10,000, do me a website. Here's 10,000, do me a strategy. Have you got any perfect client? You got one? Oh, you're lucky. So how it feels? Like, how's the experience? Can you share with us? Like what they are saying, like what are the most like common things that they say usually? Like? Okay. Exactly. Yeah. 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 That's exactly what I'm talking about.
He always appreciates the compliments.
Exactly the type of client you need to work on, guys. You know, exactly the clients they trust you. They're gonna come to you like, say, man, I love this work, man. This is super cool. You did a great work there. I really want to work. It's super pumped. They don't care about the price. They just want to pay whatever you want. You asking, and they're gonna give it. Of course, they are business person. They will negotiate, but that's fine. But you're gonna give a price, keeping a negotiation space, right? Not gonna say like, if something gonna cost 1,000, you're gonna say 10,000, right? You're gonna say 1,200, 1,500, right? That's how you price, right? Because you're gonna keep a negotiation space, right? With this perfect client, you can do that. I do that. I got $1,000 project, and I said 2,000. I got 2,000. And I was like, that's like one of the happy days in my life. Like, what? It's just 1,000. I get 2,000. I just said it. No love lost. Gonna say what you charge. That's it. So this is the important bit now. You know that what I'm talking about: cheap, difficult, sophisticated, and perfect clients, right? You get what I mean, right? But never complicated perfect client with cheap. This cross is a super difficult cross. Don't do that. You know, there's a guy who walks into Porsche. Okay? Imagine this situation. One guy is walking to Porsche and asking some luxury car. Okay? And you're going to tell him, okay, we can give you discount and all that, you know. You're going to sell it. That's wrong. When there's a perfect client, never try to play with money. He comes because he understands you well. He trusts you. Like she said, never play with the money. Just tell him how much they're going to buy. Someone who walks into Porsche is someone who knows already the car, right? Nobody's going to buy a Porsche unless you want a lottery, of course. But walk into Porsche and buy a car because you know exactly. You're going to go online, check every detail, even the silences, lights and everything. You want to do your homework before you buy something like that, right? Because he recognizes the value of it. You know, never do that to them. Never talk about the price in front. You know, understand his problems. First, how we understand the value, like define his problem, ask questions, have a mutual understanding, tell price, get the work done, you will be happy, and he will come back to you again. Okay, that's super important thing to understand. Also, this too is a process. You know, sometimes you understand this client is sophisticated, but actually it's not sophisticated. It's super difficult. You know, this cross is super like dangerous cross. You know, this will make your life miserable because you think he's sophisticated client because he's telling things maybe looking at a blog post or something. You know, he just quickly Google it something and he just gets something points and talk to you, and you're gonna. That's why we need to be super smart about this. It's just nothing like designing. This we talk in business language here. This is the business language. We need to understand the psychological aspect. You know, why this guy is coming to me. Because I'm like a small Sri Lankan you know, he can use me, you know. If that's the purpose, you got to avoid it. Doesn't matter how much the budget is, because it's going to ruin your career, your brand, your energy. It's a waste. You know, if you cannot get consistently this type of client, there's something wrong with you. The wrong is that we articulate ourselves in a way to attract this type of troubles. We don't have clarity. When we go to our portfolios, we have a number of different things like logos, branding, UX, hoardings, whatever, everything. It's like a supermarket. Yeah, you got to go there and find out. Okay, and he lost. So cheap brands like that, right? I want to buy a Jordan, new shoes. Okay, I'm not going to go to a supermarket. Where I'm going to go? Jordan store. I don't mind waiting in the queue. That's how people buy Jordan shoes. You know, that's why whenever you have a service offering, you need to articulate in a way for them to realize, okay, this guy is a brand strategist. This guy is a brand designer. This guy is a UX designer, specialized in something that even is specialized. So you're going to get more of these clients. Because you're going to tell your story clearly, what you can get from me. You know? Okay, I'll give you like a classic example. There is a shop, like decorated in like an unorganized way, you know, right? So then there is a shop like super organized. Let's say a clothing store, right? Here you have like a bar, sale, whatever and everything, and try to sell everything, you know. And here you have like a 5 classic clothes. You put it in a box, have some lights, you know, like super cool, right? So when you walk into it, like you feel like, oh my God, I cannot afford this. This must be very expensive, you know. This is how client feels, right? This is how, like, even I feel like I can buy anything from this shop, but financially I can buy it. But I feel so intimidating, like, okay, this must be very expensive. I should not even look at the price tag. That's embarrassing, you know. You feel that, right? All the time? Go to one gold place. So that's what you should do. So you can eliminate all these cheap guys from your life. You never want to deal with these people because they'll give you a bad experience, guys. Doesn't matter the financial value. You're gonna lost your energy, lost your focus, and you're gonna keep practicing bad habits. This is working with idiots. You know? Once you work with someone, okay, I'll ask one question. Okay? I hope all guys can understand. Let's say Nike. They come to you and ask you to do something. But they say, okay, this project can lead up to 3 months and I cannot pay you absolutely anything. Would you take that job? Who's gonna take that job? Think about it and give me a good answer. Who's gonna take that job? Nike come to you and tell you that I will give you work. It's going to require 3 months of your full-time work. Okay? Would you like to take it on? But I cannot pay you anything. You going to take it? Who's going to take it? Raise the hand. You're going to take it. Okay. Who else? Nobody?
They're not paying anything, right?
No, not at all. Nothing. They're not paying anything.
If he's not, if the company is not paying us, so we have the right of the whole work that we did for them, right?
Okay, let's say that, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You're gonna work. You're gonna work. You're gonna work. You're gonna work. I think the guys who raise their hands are genius. You know? Why? It's Nike. Guys, to work with Nike, I will beg. I will work 1 year free for them. I will do this. Can you help me to find the client Nike? I will give you 100,000 and I will work for them 1 year free. Why? So visibility, so exposure. You work for Nike. You did this campaign. All world gonna see it. It's worth millions, guys. Not just your 1 hour, 1 year of work. And I didn't even say 1 year, just say 3 months. Figure out your life for 3 months and do that work. It's gonna stay in your portfolio. Okay, you can sell it. It's worth millions. Okay? Every client come to me, I'm gonna say, they ask you like what type of client to work. I'm gonna say McDonald's, Qatar Airways, FedEx, Dunkin' Donuts. What else you want? Right? They're easily gonna give you, like I work with international agencies, top agencies, this and that and that. Okay, you guys ask, okay, what's your qualification? I just pass all of guys. I just pass all of it. I don't have any other experience. I work with these top people. Sometimes I work free, just to get there. You know, that's how you can win this game. You know, so I'm happy that there are like 5 people who wanted to work for Nike. It's super difficult, guys. I really wish you all the best. Like guys are like,
Let's competition.
huh? Let's compare. That's why actually. That's the reason actually. Because some people don't think the value of it. See, that's why. Some clients they come to you and ask you to do free work. But you need to look into his problems. Look into, like, you need to understand these guys. You know, like, he's an entrepreneur. Like, how many big brands he has. You need to look at this. And also, industries matters. If you're going to do, like, one brand identity for a restaurant, that's a big option for you to do the website, leaflets, branding. That's a huge thing, right? What we're looking at is, okay, you need this, I can give you this and that. That's it. You're going to close that relationship. Yes. Yes, please.
What if the three decide what they do?
Sorry?
What if the three decide what they do? Whatever we do,
Okay.
like, how also if you don't get it into the life, and how we are going to do
No.
it, we really need to like, even though it is
No.
conceptual design we need to do.
That's why.
Like, portrait, we need to Nike, we need to Adidas,
Okay.
how we are going to validate.
That's what I said. It's a project. It's going to give it to you. It's a project. It's not like a test, trial or anything. Obviously, if it is so, you got to ask like, okay, fine. It's called value exchange. Okay? You need to define it. Like I said, you're not going to take and work on your functions. You're going to ask questions. Okay, fine. Can I put it on my portfolio? You guys all the questions that you have, you're going to ask from my team and come to a understanding. Okay, fine. So I do this, I have this value. And I'm going to do it. That's how it is. Okay? You got what I mean, right? No? See, this is what we call value exchange, guys. Okay? You're gonna exchange your value with someone else because it's valuable to you all the time because it's gonna be on your portfolio, right? That's the value you get. That's 3 months of your salary. You know? You might think that this is a good investment for my business. If I work 3 months, I get 100,000 a month. Okay, 300,000. Is this valuable enough for me to go to my dream? You know what I mean? To catch another competitor. Keep on asking me. Yeah. You understand, right? They obviously don't work for free that you cannot put it on your portfolio. Some guys do that, but don't do that. You will be not motivated to do that, right? Even that, to work with Nike team is super important. You're not going to work alone any project because they have a big team. You want to go there and see how they work, it's super important. That's why I'm in this industry, because no Qatar Airways will come to any of you and give you a website to do it. I did the website, but I didn't do it my own. I had a huge team, like 12 countries involved, right? Project management was UK, data things on Aussies. This is how the work done. So you're gonna get like the bigger picture, how the big projects are happening. And working with those professionals will, increase your abilities. So that's how it is. Do you have any questions? I like this random questions and boring day. Guys, please help me out. Don't let judgment to be, silent. Like, ask questions. Yes, please.
Most of the time we see the
find that mix of the difficult kinds of ticket. So we have to explain our effort, what are the efforts, explaining strategically to that one. How do we do the listening?
Yeah, good thing is listening. You know, listen, let him talk. People like to talk. They like to talk about what they want. They like. It's called like center of the attraction. Any human being like to take the center of the attraction. You know, hey, listen to my story. See what happened there is like, you know, everybody wants to get the. Have you seen anybody listening? Listening to you continuously for like long time? You will love it, right? My wife loves it. I keep listening to everything she said, and I just answer like 2-3 words. Life is simple, guys. You don't have to answer everything people asking you. You know? You don't have to. Don't waste your energy on them answering all these things. They don't judge you. We wearing our mirror mask and thinking that, okay, this is how people see. They will see it the way they want to see. Some of you might think this is a total garbage, such a waste of 1 hour. I don't know, it's fine. I'll take it. You know? There's a hashtag called Bernard is good. You know? That's the thing. So, yeah, you get my, you get a proper answer or you need the clarity on it?
Yeah, that's
yeah, listen, keep listening, and then you're gonna understand it. But you need to practice this a long time. It's just not gonna happen tomorrow morning. You're gonna keep listening to people. Go home and listen to people. See how like simple the life is. Like, you know, it's difficult, guys, to talk and have a common understanding unless you are like in the same field, same thing, same characteristics, same desires. It's difficult to talk with people and, you know, in line with them all the time. You know? So listen, then he gonna talk and he gonna reveal himself. Keep listening, write notes about certain point, and then you're gonna understand. Difficult client is always trying to dismantle you anyway. You're gonna understand, like, okay, how hard it is to do this. Like, it's not a hard thing. And he asked you to do UX for a complete website. And he's thinking that it's super easy. How hard it is for you to do this? Yeah, really. No, it's not that hard. You can do it. You know? So that's why. So this is like, you need to keep practicing this. This doesn't happen to me like one day. I keep talking with clients, like, you always have to have this conversation. If you want to have this conversation, find a partner, have a role play. This is practically what we did. You guys might know this, there's a channel called The Future, right? I was a pro member in that channel, okay? And we used to do this role plays all the time. You know, that's how you improve your confidence. Like, I didn't have confidence. I didn't speak English till 2013. I was so judgmental. I was so afraid like people will judge me. I don't care. Judge me if you want. There's nothing you can do. People will judge you anyway. Why you thinking that you might think this might be difficult? Yes, if you have any questions, please ask. Okay. So that's why. Don't worry about the judgment. So that's important. So let's go to another slide. I hope it's not boring. Okay. Right, we talk about the client types, right? There's a lead types. Lead types. Okay? Lead type means how interested they are to work with you. You know? Based upon that, we're going to categorize them cold, warm, and hot. Okay? Warm lead, cold lead, warm lead, and hot lead. Cold lead is not sure. Even though they are perfect client, can be perfect client, cheap client, any of the 4 clients, but they're not sure. You know? Like, they might ask like a lot of questions, you know, there are a lot of hard work to do. And we call it like 30% client, you know, they're just 30% client. You know, and there is a thing called warm clients. They just want to know, usually the referral clients that we all have, right? He's going to give me a brand deal. It's a referral client. They're warmly, they're in the middle. You know, they kind of sure want to work, but they want to figure out a lot of things. There's a lot of energy you need to put into it. When I get these 2 leads, usually if this lead, yes, I might consider. This lead I always ignore. Because if you are established as a good business or a freelancer, okay, this type of client need a lot of work to convert. Conversion rate of these clients are super difficult. They're just gonna look around the prices, you know, see what you have and all that. It's difficult, guys. So this is kind of okay. If it is a referral, it's super easy. It's a referral. They're ready to work with you because based on your trust. But still, I have to play my part to convince him to go and buy. Right? The hot leads are always the most wonderful lead. Absolutely sure. Like I said, the perfect client. He will always come to you and say that, okay, let's do this, guys. Let's do this. How busy you are these days, you know. I really like it, you know. Please help me to get this job. He really wants it. This type of client, like 99%. It's just a matter of sending the price. If you ever have this experience, like client is so excited, don't go past the sale. Don't ever go past the sale. So once he said, okay, I'm agree, never go past the sale. If you go past the sale, you're going to lose him. Just like the Porsche. You go there, you want to buy the car, he has the money, but he keeps selling, discounting and whatever. And he's going to feel so tired. Guys, give me the car, I'm ready to buy. No, sir, we will give you a good discount. Don't worry, sir. That's unnecessary. You know? So that's important. So alright, so we figure out the outside. You know, who the client is, what their pain points, you know, the problem, we have a mutual understanding what it is, you know, everything. What about inside? We're still unsure like how much we should charge, like, okay fine, the competition is this, hourly I want to charge this, but how can I price it? What's the value? Okay, value is high, but how much is it? I don't know, I should charge high or low, whatever, I don't know. Okay, so there's a special thing I want to talk to you all. Because see, you want to buy a computer, okay? You're going to buy somewhere on deal, right? That's convenient for you to go and buy it. Even there's a problem, you can, you know, you can repair it, whatever is convenient for you, right? You directly can go in, right? So, but there's a computer shop in Candy. You might not be interested to buy it, right? That's what happened to Sri Lankan designers and people. Yeah? Someone from US will never buy the same price in US as in Sri Lanka, right? So there's either you can price high or low. Okay, low price meaning you have to do quantity job, like a supermarket. 1,000 logos, 400 each. You know, this is how you're going to generate your revenue. Like a FIO model, you're going to generate 1,000 companies. The world, everybody will have a company. Because, so that's low quantity. The high price is you can focus on the quality and charge little higher. Whenever you charge high, you get the attention. You know, that's why this banana and this tape goes to that money. Imagine that. See? High price, that's important. But we cannot go for high price. Why? This mid price point is super difficult. It's not expensive enough or good enough, you know. People have doubts when you have this mid price point. You know, you're going to say that, okay, we not charge high, we not charge low, this is like a normal like mid price. You know, it's difficult because they are in between. Their decision making process are making it super slow because they are in like, okay, fine, it's not expensive, it's not cheap, what it is. Yeah? It's like a man or woman, you kind of figure it out. It's difficult, right? So that's why you need to have a competitive pricing plan. Just below the highest price in UK. Figure out that and just charge just below. That's called competitive pricing for me. This is nowhere in the book. This is what I'm talking from my experience. Okay, you will not find this slide. But what I'm telling is competitive pricing is what Sri Lankans do. That's how you can start. But not here. Not here. Still you have to do quantity job if you go there. That's why you need to price higher prices just below it. That's how you need to price. You need to look how much it's going to charge in US if the client is in US. Also, you need to see the demographics, like if he's from Texas, if he's from New York, if he's from Texas, you cannot charge much, just like from Palestine. They have a lot of countryside into it, you know, just cannot charge. That's why we need to figure out where the client is coming from. to price them. All right. So this is what I can give you all the guys. So for instance, if you're an expert, okay, if you are starting a business, expert and starting a business, okay, you can go to competitive pricing, because you are starting, but you're expert, you can get the job done. So that's when you need to implement competitive pricing, because you can always look at your competition and price it, right? So if you are well-established company and you are expert at what you're doing, you can always go for high pricing. If you're not doing high pricing, especially you, go for high pricing. You will lose 100 clients and you will get one client which will pay all your bills. Keep it high, guys. Keep it high. Never reduce it. Keep it high. This is the only way. I get a lot of no's. Fine. I don't mind. Yeah. I cannot lose something that I never had. Client will come and go all the time. Put one ad in Facebook and target it to US and see how many leads you will get. You'll get a lot of leads. A lot of people will ask like a lot of things to do. Right? But it is not high enough, it's not worth it. Never go. So the beginner but well established, start with competitive price. You are beginner, but you are established. You are keep doing what you are doing, but you're not growing. You're not scaling your business or your freelance career for that matter, right? So this case you need to do competitive pricing, because at least you need to tap into the competition to charge a little bit more. This is low pricing, guys. This is the quantity business, which is Fiverr and this type of platforms. You are starting and you are a beginner in your skill set, so there's not much value and nothing much you can do rather than just work for low prices. That's why you need to be more expert. You need to be good at what you do, right? At the end of the day, without that you cannot get any value. All right. So yeah, it's a questions time. Yeah, I want to tell you something here. Okay, important thing. You may think that I'm like bragging about my things, but guys, see, if you're doing business, if you're doing freelance, if you are generating your brand, what you need to do is spend money. How much you spend on your freelance career? How much you will spend on your business? Nothing, right? Just a domain from GoDaddy and just one hosting, and that's it, right? Let's say $20, right? You might get like $40. Who would like to spend $30,000 a year and earn $60,000? Who like to do that? Anybody like to do that? Right? You will spend $30,000 to earn $60,000 a year. Genius. That's one-to-one conversion. Guys, that not happen in any other business. It happen only in creative industry. One-to-one. You get this for 50 rupees and you sell it for 100. You cannot do that. Maybe 70, right? That's one-to-one conversion. You got to spend your money on certain things that you cannot do. You may be not good enough to close a deal. Hire someone. Let me do that for you. If you are good enough. Okay, Charith, look, I can do this for you. Can you help me to close a deal? Yes. But give me my percentage. I'll take 50. I'll take 20, depending on the how valuable it is. You're going to do the job. I'm going to handle the project. I cannot handle the project. I'll hire a project manager. I'll put that in the cost. Right? This is how you can do business. If you're not partnering with anybody, you're going to be alone in the dark. That's why you need a proper group. That's what we tried. That we tried with the Blace, like work group. We want to collect all the people who has different skills. We put together everything. I have a little bit issues that I need to figure it out, like I said to you. But we're going to be doing business very soon, once we figure it out, right? So that's why, whenever you have skills, focus on developing that skills. But if you don't have these skills, buy it. Buy it and pay him good money. Don't be that cheap client. If you be that cheap client who doesn't pay anything, guys, I spend a lot of money on my advertising, but you will never get to see it because you are not my audience. But it's gonna be seen in New York, gonna be seen in California, people in California. It's gonna be seen in people in London. Because I'm targeted, but I'm doing a full-time job, so I don't have to advertise because I get from my referral network. The other thing is, it's nothing about what you know. You guys may be more talented than me. You might have a lot of resources than me. It's nothing about that. It's about humanity. You need to understand human feelings, emotions. You need to feel what this guy is feeling. That's called everything. When you have this, you can win any game. You can hire people. I can hire her, I can hire him, I can do any work what I want. I have to know her and my client. You need to understand people. That's why I never insult anyone. You know? I understand you. Maybe you come to me scolding for something like I never did or something. I'm never going to scold you. You may have a reason. You may be upset with something. I got to figure it out. But we're so defensive. We attack them all the time. Even one client says something stupid, we're going to freak out like, stupid guy, I'm going to kill you. You know, that's what happened. I have done it, so I know. I have done the same exact thing. When there is a change is coming, I was like, damn it, cannot do this anymore. No, you've got to understand where the problem is. Always be on that side. Don't be yourself when you're taking decision for someone else. But when you're taking decision for yourself, be you. Because nobody knows better than you. Right? This is not pricing, guys, but I'm sorry. But I think this is super important. This is where all these things happen. This is where all these things start. You know? This is super important. So guys, please ask any question. I'm really happy to help you. I'm going to be here another 2-3 days. It's very sad, but I got to leave. Otherwise my team will cry there. So please feel free to ask anything you want regarding this or anything. Yes, please.
You explain about the lead types, goal formats, online.
Yeah.
You explain how to offline are many of the different. How to the kind of get it on plunge.
Yeah, it's called conversion funnels. I don't know if you understand singular. There's a channel, you understand, right? There's a channel called Blace in YouTube. I have done a good video about conversion funnels. How you convert all your deals, you know, starting with your branding. Just like I said, like decorating your shop. The way how you want it. If you want more attractive clients, do that. Like sale, buy this and that and that. It depends on your strategy. Because if you don't have good skills, like I said, if you are starting and a beginner, there's no way you can go there. Right? You have to start somewhere. Start from here. Right? But don't stick in. Client is like simple. Right? You get what I'm saying? Watch that video. I think it will help you because I don't have time to now because we have time. So you have time? 10-15 minutes. It's difficult to explain in 10-15 minutes, but I hope you will watch that video to change the way that you're thinking about it. Alright. So ask any question, please. Please, guys. Yes, please. Anybody? Anybody have questions?
You said building a team is
Hmm.
important
Yeah.
to build like a business
Yeah.
or anything. So, I mean, as is like right now I'm a freelancer in this. If I'm going to build a team for me, so what criteria should I look for others? I mean, if I'm looking for an illustrator, a guy to do illustrations, what kind of a thing should I expect from them other than the price point and experience?
Yeah, it's called, it's like, it's applicable even in a marriage. You need to see how you guys are going together, you know, like common things. People have common interests, right? So when you have that, the skill comes after. Maybe I will find the best UXer in this Sri Lanka, but he may be not my type. You know, that's not a good match. It's not a good match. You know, I cannot partner with my brother just because they are brothers. No, I just cannot do that. Hiring a team is a different thing, but hiring Getting a partner is different. But if you are starting up, hiring a team can be so challenging because you got to pay money, right? But you can partner with me. You don't know how many freelancers working with me. Sometimes I never look at any project because we have very smooth working relationship. They know how much they want to pay. They know how much I'm giving. That's transparency in business. It's important. Because sometimes people trying to scam you, right? Okay, I got this $10,000 job and I'm going to pay you $500. That's unfair business. Do it if you like, but I won't do it. It's unethical. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to tell you. Okay, this is the total cost. Guys, I'm taking this. Why? Then you have to justify it. Okay? That's how the things work. You get a good done.
Yeah.
Look for the person. Develop a good relationship. Maybe it's not the best illustrator. It's always subjective. It's always subjective. You cannot find the best illustrator in Sri Lanka. It's subjective. Please ask any questions. I like that one. Really nice. Hiring a team is completely different. Depend on your marketing budgets. There are tons of different. Yes. Sorry, I'm not hearing you. Yeah. Okay. Company price. Ask the friend. Ask him like how much you charge for the website. I'll ask another 10 people. All in team. Look for the people in the market. It is in New York at them. Ask them how much you charge. Be a client and ask. You know, be a client and ask how much you charge. How much you charge. How much you charge. Get 10 to 20 and go for the average. That should be the market price, right? Because the average should be the market price, right? Do your like, you can do this research, but if you want to really do it, you can purchase research data. There are some companies who give you research data, but if you are in that caliber, like you are like a superstar startup, like you know, have a lot of money to spend on a lot of different things, you can get this pricing easily. You know, there's a guy who's doing it in Qatar. They get the pricing from different geographical locations, like how much you should charge, and they're gonna come. Like a bidding system, meaning like thing. You know how average price bidding, right? Something like that. Okay.
But this is like this, become a client. Become a client. This is to find out how they charge. Right?
Yeah. Become a client at normal. Don't be a cheap or sophisticated or any other client. Just shop around. They will tell you how much you charge. But you can be honest and ask also. That's also you can do. And I don't know how much you charge, how much you charge. Yeah. Alright. Any questions, guys? I think we have time, right? We have time, not time. 5 minutes, okay. We can go for another 2 questions, please. Anything. I know you have a lot of questions. Maybe you're not asking it because you feel shy, like someone will judge, you know. Don't be that. Be all good. Hex, you have any question? I hope you have. You're running a business. I'm seeing it. Good stuff. You have any questions for me? Yes? Shoot. Market yourself. Your company. Yeah. Starting with marketing research. You need to research a lot of different things. One is client pain points, like communication issues, especially they want to work with us, they think communication issues. That's a big thing, right? There are a number of different things. Market size you need to define. First thing, if you go too niche market to design websites for motorcycles, it's too niche. Market size can be small. There's no like big money to be earned. And also you need to understand the industries. Hospitality, then e-sport, fintech. Fintech is a super big industry. You need to be focused towards them. Specialize in fintech stuff. Everything about fintech. When someone lands to your page, they will see like fintech, all the things and solutions that you created based on fintech. So you can market yourself differently than the rest of the competition. So you're going to get the attention of all the fintech people. all these sport people, because you have experience, they would love to go with you. You know, that's how you can do that. But it's a big subject. It depends on what you have, and based upon that only we can figure it out. Alright, so anything else, guys? No questions, so everybody get what I'm saying? So we're gonna charge. Sorry? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you think about pricing, obviously, main metrics are this, but other best advice you have for being able to get the goal.
Brilliant question. Guys, first thing is be confident. Whenever you say $5,000, you cannot say $5,000. No, you can't say that. It's $5,000. You got to be confident when you pay. When you're telling a price, you need to be confident. You know, so that's when they know that this is how much it's going to cost. You know, if you be uncertain, they will sense it. Guys, the people who are going to work with is super complex. They are marketing directors. They are decision makers. They have been selling stuff to other people. So they know, they sense it. Like wild animals. Like we are like rabbit. You know, they're going to know it. You know, when you feel not confident, they're going to know it. They know that there's an opportunity for me to reduce the price. But when you say 5,000, it's an anchor you're dropping. That's never leaves his head. What he going to say, CEO? What he going to go and tell the CEO is that, okay, fine, this design is good, but he's charging 5,000. You drop an anchor on him. It's in his head. That's the first piece of information that he's receiving. So he's going to deal based upon that. You know? So 5,000. And 5,000 logo design. You know? That's what you want to do. Tell it straight. Nothing to lose, guys. Only problem is that we think that we have a job. When someone's telling you we have a job, you think there's no job. There's no match. You haven't figured out the pain point. You don't even know you can do it. But you think that, oh, 5,000 job. No. It's not easy, guys. If it is easy like that, I would be a billion. I get tons of different projects like big budget. Some of them I cannot do. That's the reality, guys. Even I don't have energy to do it. Like you need bigger team and all that. Okay? Sometimes you need to refer back to someone else in your network. Other thing is talk to people. All the network is super important. You need to talk to people and keep like a good network, strong network, good referral network. That's how you're going to generate business. You're not going to go and sell creative websites in the market. You cannot do that. Have good connections. More connections. It will lead to more different things. You know, for me to, can I have like 2 minutes, please? Super important for them. I can talk like all night long. See, I want to know, I can talk for many things, but I want to know your problem so I can give you something to go home. You know, like not like a banner, you know, like you listen and say, oh, that's Adu, and you go home, you know nothing. No. So, see, I was talking, yeah, okay. See, I have email list, okay? It was 120. Now I have 1.5 lakhs. Okay, emails, contacts from America, US, New Zealand, Aussies. Everybody is categorized. There are industries and everything. There's a video also for that. Okay, this is your access. Collect all these emails from them. You know, time to time send different emails. Not like I will do a website for $500. No, some valuable content. Have a good, meaningful relationship with them. You know, go to LinkedIn, talk to their CEO. Like one CEO just post something, right? Just drop some insightful comment there. You know, the CEO, thousands of different people will read them. If you put something interesting, you're gonna be identified. You know, that's how you're gonna generate lead. Then next day they will send you a message. You know, that's what's important. It's nothing complicated, guys. Be human, act human, always try to help others. So it will demonstrate your value. Demonstrate your ethics. Be nice. Don't ever fight with anybody. This world, you need everybody. never fight with them. Just be nice to them. Try to be helpful. Then you will open up lot of doors to you. You know, that's the advice I can give. That's how I succeed. People don't come to me because I'm talented. No. People buy people. People buy people. You know, you want to hire someone to look after your house. You have your name, which you know from your young age. Okay, and there's an expert who has done like 20 degrees in home security and all that. Who are you gonna hire? You're gonna hire his name. You trust him better. You know him better. You have a meaningful connection with him. Guys, at the end of the day, we do this for human. We not do this for machine. Be human. That will open up a lot of doors for you. So this is all I can say. You know, pricing also the same. Be like human. Understand their things and then price it. That's it. Simple. Very simple. Alright, bro. I think there's not a lot of questions coming. I'm surprised. I hope that I deliver something valuable to you guys. So I'm gonna be here like May. Yeah, never gonna go back. I love my country. I want to come back. You know, I think it's been a long time away from here. Like I feel like a visitor every time I visit here. So I don't like that. So yes, we will do a lot of good things like this. This community is building super nice. We can help a lot of people, and we can also learn from different number of different people and different things. So I thank you everybody for coming here and participate to this talk, design talk. Thank you.